If you had wings and could fly through the night, up past the moon and 3 stars to the right, if all were clear, look down and you'd see the land of if only. Come, go there with me. In the land of if only, grass is green just like ours. Some days bring sun, others bring showers. There are some who are short, some who are tall, some who have much, and some nothing at all. Look in the window, there's baker man Jake pounding the dough for the bread that he makes. See how he's frowning and shaking his head. He's never quite happy enough with his bread. It's too thick, it's too light, it's too heavy, he'd say. If only the dough would rise faster today. If only I could work 1 hour more, then I could sell twice as much bread as before. Listen, can you hear Clara May singing? Her voice, clear and sweet, is like silver bells ringing. But sadly, most days, you don't hear a thing, because on most days, Clara May will not sing. For Clara refuses to sing unless she thinks that her voice is the one they call best. If only I'd get solo in the church choir. If only I could sing 1 octave higher. If only could be. If only, then happy I'd be. And there's Farmer Brown pacing this way and that. My pigs are too thin and my horse is too fat. Now, you know I've never been one to complain, but if only my fields would get a little more rain. And there's Mr. Mailman singing the blues. If only I had me a new pair of shoes. There sits a boy who wants to be taller, next door to a woman who wants to be smaller, next door to poor little Sarah Magoo, who's still watching and waiting for her dream to come true. Oh, if this one were thin, that one not so poor, if only my wallet had $1 more, if only, isn't it quite clear to see how the land of if only's name came to be? But see that very last house on the right, the one with no mail, the one with no light? Well, in that house there used to be a little girl named Cara Lee who had one wish and just one prayer, that she could live without this chair, that she'd be given just one chance to spread her arms like wings and dance. And so she wished and so she prayed, whispering if only she lived her days and like her neighbor and neighbor beside her lived a life that could not satisfy her. Until one day, there came a girl with perfect legs and a golden curl who whispered, come and go with me to the place where the if-onlys go to be free. And together they went hand in hand up over the hill to the neighboring land where the grass is green just like ours, where some days bring sun and others bring showers, where there are some who are short, some who are tall, some who have much, and some nothing at all. For this land, too, brings days of rain. But people here, they don't complain or fret or wish for that one thing more. Here, they find something to be thankful for. And here, they live happy and free because they're not burdened down by what could be. And suddenly, little Cara Lee closed her eyes and whispered, what about me? And so answered the girl with the perfect legs and the golden curl, well, to live here, you must learn to let go of all those if-onlys that burden you so. To not live thinking about what you're not. And learning to be thankful for what you've got. Every day you must make that choice to put a smile on your face and hope in your voice. And if in each day you will choose laughter, you will stay here in the land of happier ever after. And a smile broke out on Carolee's face. For at last, hope had found a place. And she closed her eyes. She counted to 3. And she took all those if-onlys and set them free. And there she lived, and there she stayed. And yes, still she dreamed, and still she prayed. But she let go of that not meant to be. And at last, she lived most happily. And that's why over an if only in that last house to the right, there sits no male and there is no light. But we hear someone new is about to move in. And alas, the story starts over again. But in happier ever after, Carolee stayed until the stars came to take her away. And now, on the very best of nights, when the moon is full and the stars are bright, if you look way up into that sky, you will see Carolee spread her wings and fly. For at last, and not by chance, she finally got her wish to dance. That story is dedicated to my niece, Amanda Marie Swanson, who now dances with angels.